Hello guys, welcome back to another video here. First I want to start to cover Solana, then I want to also cover Bitcoin as well because a lot of things has been happening since yesterday. So first of all, I want to show you this chart. As we discussed yesterday, we said that when Solana comes up to this shift pitchfork here, it's going to be heavy resistance, and that's exactly what happened. So we can see here Solana came up here. We can see very clear. Usually you can either short immediately when price hits the median line, or you can wait for a 4-hour close. You see the candle here usually closes below, and then algorithms start dumping. So nothing new here, no surprise to you that follow this channel. We're getting a pullback here on Solana. On the daily, my bias hasn't changed. For me to become super bullish on Solana, we need to break 210 area, and right now I do think that Solana is going to continue to go sideways here and chop around. Of course, if we can close above this median line here, then I will look at the original pitchfork. But for the time being, I don't see any very super bullish scenario for Solana. We have this major pitchfork here. As I said, we can discuss about this median line here, but we need to first see a reclaim of these highs, which at the moment are not looking too great right now. So I think the most important level to watch is these highs we made here yesterday at 154. If we can start reclaiming that, then we can start talking about higher targets. But for now, my opinion on Solana is more sideways. If we come here back on the Bitcoin chart, let's start here on the daily. So the daily chart we covered yesterday, we're still inside this pitchfork. I've been saying our target is here at 65,300. Nothing new really has changed. We got quite an impulsive move here today, but as long as we can hold these lows, I don't think our scenario is invalidated. We're still inside this pitchfork, and we still have bottomed on the bigger time frame pitchfork like this. So I would like to discuss here one of the flaws that pitchforks has, because my main problem with these pitchforks here is I'm quite sure that this is the lows here, but on some exchanges this high is actually higher than this high. So the rules for the pitchfork, you want to find one high, one low, and from the low you look to the right, and on the right side you want to find the highest high. So the problem here is we don't know which one highest is the highest one, because on some exchanges this high is higher, and on others this high is higher. So you could it could be debatable that you want to use this high here, and we actually haven't bottomed yet on Bitcoin, and we need to go lower to this median line. So this is just one scenario. I don't want to scare you guys or something. I just want to share with you what I'm thinking right now. And this is unfortunately one of the flaws with the pitchfork, because not all exchanges have the same data, and that's when it becomes a problem, when you don't know what highs to use, because these two highs are very similar. So this could be a possibility, of course. I don't think yet we have to start aiming for 57k. I see a lot of people are talking we're gonna go lower. I really like this pitchfork for now. I do think this has been the low here, but if we don't start to bounce here soon, and we start coming back here around 58,000, then I do think most likely we can aim for these highs here and try to catch the bottom. So let's say we start doing something like this, then I do think this could be a substantial bottom. But in my opinion, this is the less likely scenario. The more likely scenario right now is the pitchfork that we discussed yesterday, which is this one here. So we have the shift one. We can see on the original as well, we're still holding inside the pitchfork. So we come here on the 4-hour. We can see here Bitcoin found support at the outside line here. So in my opinion, this shift one is still in play. And I do think we're gonna go higher. Right now I'm just waiting for further price action to develop to see for more shorter term what direction we can look at. I see some people have been talking about in the VIP Discord is from the highs here we take all the way down to the lows and then to the recent highs. And you can either use the shift one or the modified shift. We can see here Bitcoin has made some kind of bottom. So in my opinion, we could see a relief rally coming here soon. But overall, I'm still remaining bullish as long as we can hold these lows. In my opinion, nothing has changed. But our thesis has been Bitcoin more sideways while altcoins are gonna rally. So nothing really has changed here. If you come back here on Ethereum, as we discussed, we need to reclaim the 0.31 Fibonacci here. I recommended people to take this short as a hedge. For right now, it's been playing out perfectly. We can see here we failed to close here 2 days ago above the 0.31. You can see here algorithms have been pushing price down for Ethereum. So similar on Ethereum right now. I don't really care what Ethereum will do. I mostly care what altcoins will do. We could come down here. We also have a very nice demand zone here. So this trade could hit take profit. Even though I think it's less likely. We could come down here on Ethereum before they will start rallying higher. We still have this target up here at 5,000 for Ethereum. Right now, I do think similar like on Bitcoin, Ethereum just wants to chop around. We still have this pitchfork as well that I think we made quite a big low here. I think it was last week we hit it. So you can see this is a modified shift. We can see right now we're testing it for a second time. So Ethereum came here once, second time. Usually I don't like seeing a medians get tested for a second time. Of course it's still support, but the more times we test it, the weaker it gets. So I do think we're gonna get some kind of relief rally here, if not the lows are in. So personally I'm not panicking yet, and then I want to end with covering the total altcoin market cap. So here's more shorter time frame, and we're discussing here in the Discord. This is a total 3 on the 4 hours. We took from the highs here to the lows. You can see the 0.31. So we discussed here in the Discord here yesterday that we're probably gonna get a pullback here before we go higher, because we're sitting at the 0.31, and that's exactly what happened here. We can see here the total 3 started pulling back, algorithm started dumping at the 0.31, and that's why the altcoins have been dumping today. So nothing new here. We come on the weekly, the thesis is exactly the same. Nothing has changed. As I said on Sunday, I believe, when we looked at the markets look ahead, I said even though the lows are in, markets love to juke out some longs, take out longs before then we'll continue higher. So in my opinion, there's no need to panic yet. If we start closing below the 0.31, that's when I'm gonna personally start exiting altcoins. But for right now, I'm really bullish in general on most altcoins. And even though Bitcoin can continue to go sideways, same with Ethereum, I do think that the altcoins are the one that's gonna outperform the market right now. So otherwise, this is all for today. Make sure here to go follow my Twitter, because in my Twitter I made a post here. Let me find it. I do believe here it was. So I made a post here. If this target is not reached on WIF, I'll be giving away 1,000 USD. So just come here to my post and comment your BEP20 address down below to participate. Otherwise, I thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good day and see you again tomorrow.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my